I'm so sorry.
We're just skipping.
I have such a bad headache. I'm like high on the Panadol.
It's tabletop time.
I'm Jazza.
I'm Jen.
I'm Murray.
I'm El.
I'm Dave.
Jen's just embracing the...
I'm so sorry, everyone. It's beautiful.
I will just say that I do apologise this episode if one, I cough into the microphone, and two, I sound like a chain smoker. I do, again, apologise. I am still sick, but I am here. I'm Leone. Leone's had a tough week.
She's aged about 3 decades.
People have been calling you Chaos Goblin, so just lean into
Great.
it.
Yeah.
Apparently I missed a doozy of an episode last week, so I'm pretty upset.
You did.
I nearly perfected my arbalest.
Yeah, we're so
You
close
missed so
to
much
TPK.
drama.
Pull the lever.
Yeah, lots of
Oh,
drama.
that's what I okay. I thought I missed out on some spiciness, but that's...
Oh,
Depends what you call
well,
spicy.
If by spice you mean like...
Vanilla. Vanilla.
Vanilla is a spice.
Dave, what are you doing? Is
Can
this
you
just
put it
for
away?
us?
Put it away. Stop it. Why?
No, bring it back.
It's a private joke between us. No one can see that.
I
It's
want to
not
see
you.
it. I didn't see it.
They're having a conversation. No one can see it, so they don't know what we're talking about.
That was the point. It was meant to
Use your
distract you. It was meant to
imagination.
distract you.
All right.
Okay.
I think we should just jump straight
Take
into
that
it.
box.
We should.
My voice is going to die.
All right.
Wow. What is this?
I didn't get the smut that happened last week in my thingo.
Oh, wow. Tell us what happened.
You can cover that because
I haven't
you're in the
even had
mode today. So
time
I'll start the recap and then.
I haven't had
try
time
not
to
to
write
go
in my
too-
journal.
I am listening. Let's go.
All right, episode or chapter 25. We loot bodies after combat.
Nice.
Arvin finds a cipher note on the body of their commander. We travel to Three Bend by nightfall and head to the inn. Bianca intercepts a rapier-wielding attacker who snuck in while the rest were sleeping. They duel with rapiers in a tense fight. They are both injured. Cosimo interrupts and kills the foe just before Bianca was bested. Cosimo and Bianca share another heartfelt goodbye. Alewife drops wee bucket on floor.
Yeah, the chamber pot.
It's a
yeah.
chamber
You
pot.
said this would be interesting.
bucket.
At seeing the dead bodies and screams, I skipped the naughty parts.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Wow.
Is that for Al to cover?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll hand it
What
over to
happened?
you.
Give us
Okay,
a goss
it was
system.
so naughty. Cosimo was standing at the doorway and he was like,
He's like,
and then Bianca was like, and then he walked over and he did like a really awkward kiss.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah, and then he ran away.
Yeah.
That was the spice.
Let's go.
And that's pretty
I'm
much where we left
devastated.
off.
It was like in response to the, we'll probably never see each other again.
Yeah.
So
I always say that
Dave's reading the
this might
fantasy
be our
books now.
last night on Earth.
though. Give him another chapter. They'll meet conveniently.
Well, the YouTube commenters seem to think that I've sealed his death now.
I saw that.
Wow.
There's a
You
lot of people
better
like,
not
great,
have.
he's going to die now.
I'm going to come and
yes,
They're getting
I'll
attached
avenge
to
him.
someone.
I'll avenge him.
They're
don't
like
worry.
death flag confirmed.
All right.
That was the
So
spice.
we pick up with, That was the lady squealing.
Because there's a dead body
And there
on
was
the
a
floor.
shattering, a smacking of a tin chamber pot on the ground. Everyone awakes to be confronted with our dear friend.
Bleeding
Stinky.
out. I'm bleeding.
Stinky.
Bleeding out.
That's,
Have we got
Almost.
I don't know.
Dice cams?
I don't know how.
Oh, not
there we go.
again. Last
So-
time there was no dice cams. We had to reset the whole
Oh,
stream.
probably because we unplugged things.
No, they were working. They're
Oh,
just
okay.
sometimes they like to go to sleep.
I believe the only is you fell asleep on the table because you were so busy trying to dismount your...
Sounds like me.
Dismantle. But
And then I ate a few rocks
Oh, you
while
weren't
I was
here.
asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, you just fell asleep on the table fixing your.
Yeah, Leone
your
swallowed a few
blast.
rocks while she was asleep.
Why did you
Left
say
through
that?
the whole fight.
Go through that.
You just woke up with a cold.
Oh, Jazza missed a really important part. I feel that the reason no one else woke up during the fight because the assassin threw this powder thing that like stopped all sound.
Yeah, it was like a vial.
So I couldn't
it was
say
it was an
anything.
alchemy thing,
Did
right?
you-
Yeah.
Smoke bomb of
Silence.
not noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one knows this yet because it's only just happened.
Oh, okay. We're cutting to that. That's yeah.
Just after the battle.
Yeah, sick.
And customers left.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Kissy wissy.
So you guys come down.
How is Bianca feeling after?
Stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you all wake
Stabbed
up
out
to
of
see
10.
Bianca standing there. There's a scream. There's this clatter of a chamber pot hitting the ground. There's the vague smell of piss and blood.
Don't worry, they can't harm you anymore. I'll say to the lady.
She
They're
seems to
dead.
be in shock.
Okay.
But I'm more interested
All right.
in what the players are doing.
Probably waking up.
What on earth happened?
I will point at the lady
There's
lying
a
on the
huge
floor.
mess. Yeah, there's like blood and
It's not.
Dust
It's not. Yeah, it's more restrained than you would think. There's
fair
just a body on the ground with a slowly expanding pool of blood around them. And there's a broken glass and a chamber pot. It's not like it looks like 3 orcs like tore apart a person in here.
No.
It was a rapier fight, so
Yeah.
what happened?
Assassin, I think.
For
I'm assuming for Arvin.
we
They got me a little bit.
I'm afraid this
Here, hold still. I'm gonna go.
I'm not moving.
Attend.
I'm afraid these are my fault. The display we made
Why
caught
is it
too
your
many
fault?
too many eyes on something perhaps the world is not ready for.
Oh, do you mean back at the expo?
Yes.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about that. I think I mean, I know we need to rest, but I also don't think we should stay here for too long if there's people following us.
Can I walk over to the body?
yeah,
Can I kick him over?
her.
Her over. Sorry.
She's laying on her back,
Super dead.
hands holding a chest. Pallid skin, not moving.
Okay. I want to rummage through her.
Loot the chest.
Oh my god.
Okay, you put your hand. Which orifice do you put your hands? As you said, I want to rummage through her.
Oh, I did take her little parrying dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's mine.
Where do I want to rummage?
Well, did you take a little parrying dagger, or
Yeah.
did you roll on the? Do I tell you what you loot?
Oh, I don't know. Just last
You can
session,
take
I
a
remember
small
being
dagger.
like, I want
Yeah, yeah.
that specifically.
It
thing.
might be damaged from the fight. You know.
Okay, is it?
No, you can have it.
Nice.
It's
got your blood on it.
It
You
actually
can have
depends what it
cleansies.
is. Let me find out.
And there's a few bodies, right?
There's one outside the tavern.
So there's a bit of loot. We get more loot. We need loot.
So you're thinking about right
loot,
now?
Loot them. Well,
That's
I'm
what
thinking
Jen is
about it.
doing. Make
Lorenzo's
an
like,
investigation
oh
check.
my
Jen.
god, are you guys? Is everyone okay? But I'm like,
Yeah, give me that goods.
whoops.
Actually, I'll ask after.
Oh, whose is this?
4 successes. Heck yeah,
Hey-o.
let's go.
Nice.
Nice.
I also have a question.
Yeah.
Are they just dressed completely in black or
Pretty much.
a color? So there's no
black.
iconography.
I mean, it's not entirely black. It's like black, and then underneath they're wearing like white shirts and standard colored clothes, but with just like a black cloak over the top.
And covering their face.
She had a mask,
I take the mask off.
and I can't remember what movies there's in, but there's this great moment where like
Mask?
they pull the mask off the guy. I think it's like gosh, no, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But they pull the mask off, and I think it's Spider-Man. He pulls the mask off, and then he's like, I have no idea who this is. Who is this? So that's very like, the big reveal is you see a woman you've never seen before.
Ethnicity is basically right.
They look like a fairly standard sort of Allegrano special.
Yeah, okay. So
She was really good with the rapier. Like well matched to me. Which was strange.
well, words escape me right now. I'm not feeling great. But it's
That's right. You just woke up.
exactly.
Morning
I
voice.
swallowed a few rocks on the way down. It's safe to say that she is perhaps from where we are from. Well, where you are from, not from me.
Well, there were 2 people who escaped the skirmish earlier,
Oh.
right?
It was I don't know.
You when we were fighting
In the forest. Yeah. 2 of them escaped.
the The big combat.
You
wielding.
impaled one to a tree.
Yeah, the ones that,
Yeah,
that
there were two
did
that
this
escaped.
to me.
So maybe it could be the rest of them.
4 successes. What do I find?
You find a small bag of currency,
Sick.
approximately 20 silver pieces.
Mine. No, I'm kidding.
You find
Use me?
You find another. Well, you find a cipher. Not a cipher. Another coded message in the same code as the other one.
Ooh.
And that's about it.
Okay. Cool. So, who has the other cipher? Okay. Great. I toss up the coin bag and grab it again. Clearly, you guys can hear there's coins in there. And I'm like, well, she won't be needing this anymore.
And of course, you find a sai.
Is that
It's a weapon.
PS?
S-A-I.
S-A-I. Cool. Side.
And I give you
Wrong
the other
series.
piece of the code because we may as well keep them together.
I have 2 messages now.
Is the tavern lady still here?
Yep.
Just still standing there like,
We should probably clear that up. And I point at the urine.
Oh, I thought you meant the body.
And then the body. And there's another one outside.
Oh, sick. All right, I'll go outside.
Okay. I'm going to plonk onto a table.
I feel like I'd be used to seeing people looting bodies. Like,
Make you
not
sit
really.
down and
Yeah.
Why would you assume that?
Don't do
in
anything.
Kajet, really?
Kajet is an opulent, luxurious country full of wealth and trade. It's not a country full of scallywags and
I
stabbers.
feel like from my part of the town, it's like not. It's uncommon.
I
but
know
not
your backstory.
uncommon.
Yeah, look, you've seen thuggery, but like looting dead bodies in the night, you wouldn't say that's a common occurrence. You've seen looting. But
Right.
more, I think from your perspective, it would probably be taking things from bodies dead in like the sand, like on long caravans or journeys. Like you might come across people who've died on the journey because they were inadequately prepared, and then like people
Sure,
loot them.
because they need this.
But
what's on them,
it's
yeah.
less like after killing them.
Yeah. That's fair. Can I search the body outside as well?
You can, but they'll keep your roll. You find another 10 silver and then scrap loot, 1 burden worth of scrap loot across the lot of them. Just some damaged armor and things like that, if you can carry it.
Is her sword actually a rapier?
She has a rapier.
Because mine is
Well, she has a side sword, I
Okay,
should say.
it's
She had the exact same weapon that is bent at a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
Yeah. So when she hit the ground, she landed on her narrow and thin
She
blade.
fell on her sword.
And no, fell and her sword bent under her, and then she sort of rolled over.
That would have been very
Yeah.
dramatic, though.
But her dagger,
No,
her dagger survived.
I had help.
Oh,
It wasn't all me.
Well,
from who?
A cavalier.
They kind of like spin around.
And that got her attention. Cosimo is going to try and cover for us so that people don't follow. If there are more to come.
well, then I suggest we use that and move as soon as
I think
possible.
so as well, yes.
I know we are not in the best state to travel, but we are certainly not the best position to be sitting ducks.
No, we're not safe here, clearly.
I just want to approach the alewife and say, terribly sorry about this. Do you have a mop? I'd be happy to help with the blood.
You, Cavalier, clean up, make it go away. There, and she just points towards like a pile. There's like brooms and mops and stuff in plain sight. It's a 1-bedroom building, and then she says, "I'm keeping my children away from this." And then she storms into her room and shuts the door because you can hear some like
Yeah.
waking up and movement in the other
Do
room.
that.
Good idea, madam. We'll take care of this.
Nothing to worry about. Shh, darling. Shh. From
Make
the other side of the
sure
door.
Elio doesn't come down as well, I reckon. We don't need him to see this.
Ilio's in the room with you.
Oh, goodness. Is he?
Yeah.
I thought they were all sleeping upstairs or
No,
something.
it's one. There is no upstairs. There is one big room. That's the other place. There is. It's one house with one bedroom, and in the communal tavern area where the table is, that becomes where you all sleep with like thrown out mattress hay and stuff like that.
Okay.
So everyone was basically sleeping on the floor in front of the fire.
So Celeste and Lorenzo are here.
Yep.
Not the
Everyone's
bearer.
here, waking up slowly.
Maybe I'll say to Celeste, just like, he doesn't need to see this.
She mouths to you like quietly. She's just like, again. Yeah. And then her eyes are wide with fear.
I wonder if we should leave as soon as possible.
Right now?
Well, some have
I
slept.
have not slept in 2 days.
Why don't you lie on the cart?
I'm not going to lie in the cart. Others need to sit in the cart. What's the
You
time?
feel like you can fall asleep now?
Midnight, 1 a.m.
You really think it's a good
Yes.
idea to go out at midnight?
Maybe we just take turns keeping watch.
Yes, this is probably the best decision.
Leone, just as you head back inside, the door behind you is pushed open. And you see Lady with a bunch of straw all over him, like top to toe covered in straw.
Oh, right, yeah.
And
I just didn't know who to
he sort of looks in, he's like, oh, bless my heart, my knight in shining armor. Did you see that? Cavalier?
Who, me?
No, you're useless. The one that...
I'm
Well, you didn't
going
come and
to
save me, did you?
ignore that.
He was blonde and, wow, he very good with a sword.
Wait.
Good with a sword.
Cosimo was here?
Yeah, I said that.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm sleepy, okay?
Oh, you should have seen the way they left.
go on.
What do you
It
think?
was a surprise to me.
Hey, look, whatever assassin stuff happened here, you don't need to relay it on to everyone else. Okay,
Well, I think
they do not need to hear.
Make an authority check to try and stop him blabbing, because gossip is his favorite thing.
It's all he's
Gossip
got.
is lady's favorite thing.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
And if he won't tell, horse will.
Lady loves gossip.
I got 4 successes.
Well, that's not very nice.
Yeah, I roll well.
I'm injured.
Rip.
1.
You like
Say
weakly
it.
started a fan.
Like, please, no.
They had a snog.
Ah,
Leone's head just like cranks over to Bianca.
I won't.
Anyway, another one dead on the ground. He's like way too loud. You can hear like someone across the road is like starting to wake up.
Yeah.
Yes, dead body. Wow, what a night.
Say,
Traveling with you guys is going to be dangerous.
You're really riding on the adrenaline from this, aren't you?
Oh, you bet. Oh my God, I had my mace ready and everything.
Okay, I'm going
you
to
have a
bed.
mace? That's cool.
He like pulls this like sort of spiked mace that looks like it's about 150 years old out of a saddlebag that he can barely lift, like
wow,
saddlebag
that's-
hanging next off.
You're going to be super useful
of
with
course.
that, I can already tell.
I've never used it before. But
Yeah, I had a feeling.
boom, right on the head.
Please.
Almost, I
Be
swear, I
careful
was
with
1
that
minute
thing.
away from coming in and rescuing you all.
Oh, okay. You see, I'm useless. Right.
Oh well, I'm just a,
Okay.
I'm just a stable boy. I'm not meant to. I'm not a cavalier of the crown.
Guys, it's too late for this. Boys, can you help us move the body outside? We'll go put it somewhere else, and I'll help Bianca clean up the mess.
Yes, okay. I think also it's worth noting that they had some kind of powder. I couldn't wake any of you up. I couldn't talk. I couldn't make a sound. She couldn't make a sound either, but it just like stopped all
Was it like
noise.
caught in your throat? Or
No, it was like
is-
a smoke. It was.
Smoke?
It hit the ground, and then in this
Well-
pocket of silence.
That might make sense as to why we were not awoken by the fight.
Well, yes, I assume so. No,
You can do this sort of thing with the alchemy?
Lady is in the circle of conversation, stroking his chin.
ignoring
Horse's
him.
head is still holding the door open, like head is poking through.
possibly.
Maybe
Some kind of
there's
murder dust.
still dust on the ground.
Make it a acuity check.
Not me. You can-
I will. Ha!
Not injured for once.
Loving it.
I will point vaguely.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
4 successes.
Is that a sweeping success?
You find that
Fine.
you
Has
find
to
a
be fine.
thin residue of dust that has a sort of a tiny sparkle to it within the regular dust. That you
Is there
could-
enough to like take some?
You'd
to
maybe
look at
put a
them?
little bit in like a glass vial and test it
Sure.
later when you've
I'll
got
do that.
time. Yep.
All right. My curiosity is satisfied. However, we should tend to the mess here, and then people who need rest should really work on that. That's very important.
You're right.
How do you know we ain't going to get stabbed again or attacked or murdered?
Well, maybe you can stand outside with your mace.
Well, maybe I'm not a guard, so why would I be out?
Are you worried?
This one, all right. Yeah, of course I'm worried. I take a nice, simple job, traveling you lot to your destination, and you're going to get me killed.
Oh, come on. You didn't sign up for adventure and fun and all of that other stuff that you can tell the ladies back home.
Leonie, how did you
I've
go
only
with
got
your...
one lady. It's a horse.
He is the lady.
How did you go with your device? Is it repaired?
Yes.
Yes.
Perhaps set up for watch? It's a
Okay,
good sort of
let's-
thing to have in position.
Some of us have had half night's sleep. We'll let the rest of you
It's literally
have
a turret.
the other half night's sleep.
That's right. If you set that one up and you get tired and someone comes in the night, you might accidentally skewer them to a tree too, you bloody psycho.
Yes. So you should go
Whoa.
and lie down in the stables. Isn't that right?
And maybe
Yeah,
your
probably.
knight in shining armor will
All
come
right.
back and rescue you.
Good idea. She's a sassy one, isn't she?
I've been stabbed multiple times.
I've never seen
My
so
patience
much.
is worn through.
I've never seen so much murder in my life. And he starts walking away. Went through
Don't
my
let
life
me
with
add
0
another one.
murders. Now I've seen 5.
Okay, let's clean this up then.
Are you okay, Bianca?
Yeah, I just need rest. It's been a long few days.
All right. Rest it is.
Yes.
Is that
And
a
then
snoring
the door
donkey?
shuts. No, that was just the donkey. That was Horse's comment before it left.
Clean up the mess.
Yeah, I'll
You
help where I
you
can.
clean up mess to a degree, to the best you can with what's available to you.
A cleaning lady. I am ace at this, if nothing else.
You do an
I'm
ample
very
job.
good at bossing, so you know.
All I meant by that
Mr.
was
Spock.
like
I'm kidding.
you don't exactly have like Pino Clean on.
It just
You have a
smells
bucket
kinda
of
weird.
dirty water and a mop.
There's blood and urine.
And yeah.
And you like tools of the trade.
best thing to get
Doing
out.
this like disgusting mop up. Cool. And then what? You just going back to sleep?
Yeah.
All right.
Leonie
Night,
and
oh.
I will go keep watch.
What kind of rest will you be taking, everyone?
It'll have to be. It'll have to be a long.
What's that?
Impossible.
Recovery.
You'll do a recovery. And what actions will you take during your rest?
I want to sleep.
I have a question.
Do you want to read these to our viewers, because this is new. This is some new.
This is preview
juicy
content
stuff,
for
yeah.
the.
Oh, this actually. I know this will be in the update section.
Yeah, but it's preview content in the sense that it's currently not available.
Couple of weeks.
Won't
away.
last long, but
There are some keep watch options.
There is a keep watch option. So for a recovery, you may rest, recover. You may take 1 recover action per day. It's an extended period of rest, providing more significant recovery benefits. Best represented by a good night's sleep. It can take between 6 to 12 hours. It's about midnight. You'll probably all need to sleep through till about 8 a.m. to get a proper rest after this, provided you're not interrupted. You require shelter and safety. Do you all feel safe?
Yeah.
if someone's staying up keeping
we
watch,
have
then
a
yes,
turret.
but
Yeah.
So I'm only being sort of a pain on this to teach.
Yeah.
Safety is that there's no hostile forces present, as far as you know. It doesn't mean that you couldn't possibly be attacked. It just means you look around. There's
Lady.
not even one threat. That is your greatest ally. You're threatening there. So you may choose to do the following things. You can names pending, things may change. You may choose to either sleep or burn the midnight oil. If you sleep, you fully rest. You restore 1 knack and 1 grit. You cannot restore 2 of 1. You have to restore 1 of both if you have them. 3 HP and 6 spirit.
I'm
Now,
assuming if we're injured.
you don't. Well,
If you're injured, you do restore health.
up
To the maximum health, and you don't restore
just
your
don't
injured
recover
status.
from injured.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you burn the midnight oil, which basically represents not sleeping, but just getting like 4 hours of sleep and spending a lot of time doing something else, you restore 1 knack or 1 grit, 1 HP, and 2 spirit. And then you can choose 1 action. You can either keep watch, repair armor, prepare meals, or perform currently. There will be more.
Do it.
Does anyone have the musician feat?
No.
Sorry,
then you
what?
can't perform. Does anyone have the
I'm not
campfire
footloose.
kitchen pack or the cook feat? Then you can't prepare a meal. So you can either keep watch, sleep, or repair armor.
I
Basically.
have
Can
a
anyone
question.
repair armor?
Anyone can do repair armor at this stage. Maybe not ultimately, but for
Did
now.
I receive any sleep in the previous episode?
No.
Great.
You've basically had, so to get the benefits of the rest you choose to take, you need to complete that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I just
effectively, you were interrupted in your previous attempt to
I see.
recover. So now
Okay.
you're going to attempt
Great.
again.
I am going to go to sleep because I'm on 1 health. So,
All right.
You're terrible at keeping watch.
Betty, bye.
You're like, I got this,
Okay.
guys.
All right. If,
I'm gonna it's all on you, buddy.
if your thing is fixed and you can set it up, I'll sit there with it.
Yeah, you just gotta press the
Oh my
button.
god. I'd love if we get sprung again and
Easy.
Arvin has to defend us with Leone's ballista.
So Arvin is using keep watch.
Yep.
Is everyone else sleeping?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. What do I?
Dave,
Yeah,
it says so. Recuperating is the only way to recover from injury.
that's correct.
But it also says during the recuperate period, you can't take any other rest actions.
That's correct.
So if I sleep right now, does that mean it doesn't contribute to me
That's
healing
correct.
injured?
Because you
Because
do not
we-
have safety, shelter, bedding, and downtime. Downtime represents downtime is described
a
as
place we're going to stay for an
a
extended period.
significant duration of low energy activity. A party that is on the road traveling from town to town does not have downtime, as their journey requires constant movement. Downtime is vital for recovery from serious injury, where players must rest and allow their bodies to heal for extended periods of time. You'll
Okay.
basically need to stop in a town for like 3 days.
Okay, so I'm just checking that me sleeping right now isn't just putting me back further.
And it doesn't. It's not.
recovery.
No, it's not affecting it in any way.
Okay.
You can recover all your other stats. You just won't get rid of injured. So, like, you can restore knack and grit and spirit and health up to your maximum, but you'll still be injured.
Can I get the midnight oil?
It's
perks?
equivalent of like walking on like a badly injured
broken leg.
Like, even though you can in all other ways restore yourself, every day that you're walking on it, you're not allowing it to heal.
But if you stop for 3 or 4 days and like massage it and use oils and rest and stretch,
The benefits for you get 1 knack or 1 grit, 1 HP, and 2 spirit.
Okay.
I like this system.
It'll be better when there's more actions, because currently there's only 4 actions and 2 of them can't be done by you guys. But I want to add a few more.
We're just getting started,
Just get
baby.
started. So anyway, there you go. Key is if you choose to burn the midnight oil consecutively, you have to take resistance wisdom checks, or else you suffer penalties, which is basically what you've had. And also, if you wear mail or plate armor while you sleep, well, actually, while you do a recovery, you lose 2 spirit at the end of the recovery after restoring any resources due to your rest.
So I need to take my breastplate off.
If you have a breastplate, you will need to take it off when you go to sleep.
Okay, nobody look.
You have clothes.
Around.
But the breastplate, Cavalier's breastplate's under.
You have clothes
under an outer
There'll be
layer.
you would.
Okay.
There's multiple
Yeah,
layers.
you would have a little
You need
arming
clothes
jacket
under
on
it.
underneath. Also, given the era, as a woman, you're probably wearing like 6 layers of clothing.
Bodices.
Yeah, you've probably got like a bodice and then a little arming padded jacket and then a breastplate and then a
Yes,
shirt.
but that's scandalous.
really hot.
And then 90s.
The nightcap.
Yeah.
I'll pull my nightcap out. Put it over my ruffled hair.
Yo,
This is totally random, and we can bring it up later, but I just want to bring it up now because I'm not too sure. None of my stuff has skill requirements on it.
that's because you have an old set of skill cards.
There will be.
They already have them.
They
They're
just have to
already
be
there.
printed.
We'll deal with that next week. That's fine.
Yeah, we need to print a whole new set of them, right? Now that
Double
they're.
check. Just double check.
We've been kind of waiting until we're ready for the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Release. Yeah.
Mine have them.
You also have a passive.
Oh.
You have a passive.
Tell us the passive.
Passive.
Sorry, this is meant to be role playing, and instead I'm just talking about Gateway.
Speaking of which, we
How
also
could you?
leveled up. Yay! Should we do that now? We're here. That's why you're not
No, we'll do it then.
That isn't a good thing.
Wish what they gave.
Jen, this is relevant only now, so you know that it's an option. Each of the training classes gives you a passive when you have 2 points in it.
Oh, you're just telling me this. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I want to tell you what yours is. So you have assemble traps rest action, which is you can basically you assemble traps that randomly damages or slows each enemy at the start of combat if you get attacked.
So does that mean I could set it up now?
Yes, but you'd have to burn the midnight oil to do it.
Yeah.
So it's so training will and feats can unlock additional actions.
Goody,
So
I
yeah,
like
Jen's the only one who can do traps.
Heck yeah.
Murray can brew potions. TBA. Sorry, buddy.
Everyone's passives except Mary.
Yeah, pretty much.
My other character's too gay as
Jazza,
well.
you have one. Did you know you had one, Jazza?
I did. I just don't know what it is.
Advantage to skill checks made to break doors or destroy objects.
Yay!
And you get plus 1d6 to charisma skill checks while you're equipped with your sword where it makes sense.
So I could have used it to intimidate Lady.
Where it makes
I need because it's only a short hand.
Bloody
It'll be filled out properly.
sword.
It's basically in places where a symbol of office would
Yeah.
carry authority. So it'll be like in negotiations, diplomacy.
okay.
when you
So
say
it
breaking
can't
doors
just
and
be an
objects, did you say it was
intimidation.
advantage?
Nobles were
Advantage, yeah.
impressed. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. If you go into like a town hall and need to, or you go into this town square and are like orating to everyone, but if you're trying to convince someone you're fighting with that your sword is cool, it's not gonna. Yeah, but I'll clearly word it.
sort of like the cowboy flicking the
Holster.
the vest apart, like not as a threat, but like letting people know.
I'm the sheriff.
Yeah.
Exactly. Speaking of the sheriff, you all wake up in the morning. You are
So who shot him?
unattacked. You have a full night's rest,
Yay.
And the room smells vaguely of blood and urine.
which is
Let's sorry, they're not
like a
moving.
home.
you're in fact awoken by.
You're in fact.
The front door.
What's the urine fact?
We were awoken.
Yes.
I went to my bed.
Who's there?
There's a urine fact.
Hello?
I'm not quite sure if I should.
Oh, God.
Morning, Cavalier.
Morning.
Door swings open. There's 3 guards standing at the front that have the vests and crests of Algrano, not of this small town, which doesn't have guards.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
We're here to secure the town.
That was very fast. Thank
Wow,
you.
what took you so long?
Elbow you.
That was a smart-ass remark. These are cops.
Oh, God.
Cajet, what are you doing here?
Hey,
Suspicious.
She's traveling
haven't heard
with
that
us.
one before.
She's fine. I can vouch for her.
All right. What happened here? Cosmo said there was
Assassins.
violence.
Yes. Maybe they saw a cavalier traveling and thought they could get the upper hand.
Fools.
Yes.
Obviously didn't work out for them.
Not very well, no.
Well, we're running a perimeter and sending patrols between here and the city. Anyone who'd be trying to attack you now would be foolish.
Thank you. Keep the citizens safe as well.
Of course. That's our job. Then he gives a nod. If you need anything while we're here, let us know.
Will do.
For the glory of the king.
For the king.
Groovy.
Turns around, closes the door.
We need to not do that while they're here.
What?
We want them to help us. We do not need more enemies.
What we need is a hearty breakfast and to travel. I think we need to move away from this place as far as we can.
I wonder if you could. I mean, I doubt they have spares with them, but organize some sort of protection for some people in our party, like
I think the
literal protection.
guards need the armor that they're wearing, if that's what you're suggesting.
That's just a thought.
What about the looted lady? Did was her armor intact?
Ooh, did she have
No.
But she was
Is
my
it
equal.
repairable?
Huh?
Is it
No. You guys can't be doing this. We have literally created a game system. We literally created a game system where the whole point of the loot is that you don't do this. You got scrap loot representing
Coin.
their damaged equipment,
And coin.
and that is what you get. Their equipment is damaged. It has sword slashes through it. It's compromised.
Sword pieces as
So
well.
you can't do this thing. You can't. You know, looting is you get loot which you can sell to buy gear.
Jesse, you made the game.
You literally.
No. I am making the game.
If I want to loot a body,
This is playtesting.
Yeah.
And in this playtest, I'm really feeling like
I want to steal
there's a
some
silver
armor.
armor right there.
You specifically, there is a damaged set of armor that fits a woman specifically Bianca's size,
Yeah.
roughly of her build. It is too large
right.
for Leone.
All right.
And ill-fitting for the gentleman.
Okay.
Second point,
Oh,
I already
perfect for me.
Furthermore-
I already gave you the weapon as a set item from the
Okay.
loot, so you have a weapon.
You could ask the.
I love that you've gotten for like 23 episodes, you've got nothing for anything. In the
all
last
broke.
2 episodes, I've given you like
Yeah, loot,
200
and we're like-
silver worth of gear.
Yeah, and now
you're
we
like,
want more.
More. You've already got more.
You could ask the tavern lady, alewife.
I don't think she has armor either.
No,
young
if
man
there's
is-
an armory here,
Forgive an old boy for speaking up, ma'am.
go for it.
The young man, Lorenzo, is correct. We should make a move on.
Who's this speaking? Is this
That's
Libera?
Libera.
The younger man. He knows.
I'm
Yeah,
a younger man.
he's being respectful.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
just
thought
a turn
he
of phrase.
forgot you for
No,
a
he's
second.
just saying. It's just
Okay.
Is that
being-
that guy?
yeah. Sorry, he took a nasty hit to the head.
I'm old.
Maybe we skip the rocks.
Where are we?
3 bend.
Leonie drops whatever she has in her hand at the time.
Oh my goodness, there are rocks here.
Okay.
Right?
Oh my gosh, there are rocks. I cannot think of anything more boring. Why are we looking at rocks? Let's go.
I leave.
You are a smart young child, you know that?
Oh, yes, I get told sometimes that I. What?
I'm at the door. I was screaming. Let's go.
And he's
Alright,
sort of-
maybe we detour.
Oh, fine. And then he runs after you, going to look for rocks.
Let's do it.
Detour to the rocks.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have a hearty breakfast.
And Lorenzo just sits there eating his breakfast and follows
You do
later.
not have a hearty breakfast.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry.
Can I please?
Do you have food?
Yeah. Can I not buy?
You.
What money?
No, not that. You wake up expecting a hearty breakfast. The fire is dead. The pot is cold, and there's some stale bread. And the door to the alewife's room has not opened. No. Like she's just. There has been death in her building. She's not just like, well, I better make them all a nice breakfast.
It's not like Amelie.
She's a bit traumatized.
She's nothing like Emily.
And there's a vague piss smell, but there is some rather stale bread that you can eat that will give you sustenance.
There you go, that's hearty.
All right, I'll take it.
And there's the simmered down remains of the stew from last night. You can dip
Nice.
it in. Yeah.
Scrape it from the bottom.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Make a resistance check. No.
I'm injured.
you have diphtheria.
It's been cold for too long.
Just go through the list of horrifying bacterial
That's a shame.
Cholera again.
Okay, so you are heading to the rocks. Who is going to the rocks?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'll follow her.
I'm interested in why other people are interested.
But you've no idea.
watching the small child.
You walk out to the river and you see there are about a dozen townsfolk craning their necks as a squad of guards are loading a couple of bodies onto a cart. The cart is a large carriage pulled by, it's not a carriage, sorry, it is a large cart, the size of a carriage pulled by 2 horses. So it's like a large cart, big double cart. There are a half dozen bodies stacked onto this cart under a blanket.
Whoa.
You would expect that they've collected the other bodies on the
that we
road
left.
and are now here. There are people looking around and gawking. There are people gawking at you all, but you kind of brush past them and head
Rocks.
down to the river. At Three Bend, the river winds unnaturally, where the flow of water has eroded the banks over hundreds to thousands of years and created the watercourses that currently exist. In a rather peculiar fashion, there are 3 distinct rocks. These massive rocks, when I say rocks, I don't mean a rock that you could contain in your arms in your house. They're like large,
Boulders.
small hills almost. They're just rocky
really wanted that rock in my
formations. And the water has not coursed through them. It, in fact, goes around them. But the way it goes is it kind of goes like left, right, left. So it hasn't split them on either side because they're jutting out of the ground. It just sort of has had to weave through them rather than push past.
Now, I wasn't here when the party heard about or came to these rocks or something. Can you explain to me the significance as to why you're
can you guys explain why you care about the rocks?
This was long ago when we first started our journey. We got told about come check out our rocks if you come to
Three Bend?
Three Bend. It was on the postcard, and that's why I needed to go see the rocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Tourist trap.
Yeah,
List
yeah,
out-
basically.
List out long-term listeners and viewers will be like, yes, they closed the loop.
Some people
Closure.
very
Wanted to know.
Yeah.
So we heard there were peculiar rocks.
What would you like to do?
I do have a question. Is this the same town that had the golem thing that was walking around?
no,
it's
That's
not
like ages away.
wow, rocks.
Can I inspect rock? Like, does the material of the rock look
Inspect
different to any of the other
make it-
mundane rocks?
Make an
around here?
investigation check. As you go in, and I just thought I played footsies with someone. I looked down, it was my own
was your own
discarded shoe.
Nice. 4.
Hey.
Whoa.
4 successes. You notice that there is a strange, unnatural dullness to the rock and a smoothness to it.
An unnatural.
It's unnaturally. Well, I guess unnatural is the wrong word given you're looking at a rock that's part of the soil. It's just abnormal. You're not familiar with it. It looks smooth like river stone, but almost semi-opaque and crystalline, but it's not sharp and jagged. It's smooth like a river stone. So it's like weirdly polished. I mean, to us, you wouldn't know this, but to us, it almost looks like cloudy resin, but it's kind of got like a dusty appearance on the outside of it.
Mini painting nerds.
If I wanted to walk up and touch the
Yeah.
rock, is the lake just going to take me downstream, or is it like up to my ankle so I can walk in the water?
Oh, you want to
or-
go into the water?
I assume it's in the water. What the rock is sort of in the water.
You can get it on the land. You can get it in
It's
the
on
water.
riverbank.
Oh, if it's on the riverbank, then I won't go in the water. I'll just
Okay.
touch
Make
the
an
rock.
acuity check while you're down there.
Heck
You
yeah.
touch the rock. It's cold.
Nice.
It's cold and smooth.
Still got to make my cutie check though.
You have
about the rock?
advantage.
I have advantage.
Oh.
Sorry, was it an acuity check or a cutie check?
Oh,
giving
yeah.
you a
Oh, you don't have advantage on that one. 3 successes.
Look at you two and your marriage.
As you get to the we're still in that first year.
Post honeymoon week.
As you get to the river,
Put up with them.
there is a glistening, sparkling water, like bottled water advertisement.
Oh my God, this is clean water, isn't it?
It's extremely clear, sparkling, and radiant in a way that make a wisdom resistance check.
Oh dear. Okay. This isn't going to go well.
3 successes is fine. It feels compelling. It feels like you want to get
Drink it?
closer and have a look. Not necessarily drink it. It's more
Okay.
sparkling, and it's that kind of natural phenomenon that really inspires that curiosity that makes you want to push the branch aside and walk in and have a better look because it's just entrancing.
I would like to do so. I'd also want to
Okay.
call over Elio to just like, come check this out.
Ilio comes over.
Great. And we go get on our hands and knees and look into the water.
Bianca's going to follow it to wash her sword in the river. So I'll find it funny if they're looking at the clear water and then there's
Blood.
Stream of blood. Are you doing it upstream or downstream from the rock? This first bend of 3 bends.
away from Allegrano.
It's all water leads to Allegrano.
Yeah, it's all upstream from Allegrano.
You're here.
Oh, we have a map thing. Hang on. Are we switching to the map?
Yeah. You're here. This river flows through Allegrano.
So I want to go that way.
So you want to go upstream.
Yeah.
So it flows back
So
to
we
Allegrano.
will see the being washed off.
So you see blood being washed
I
off
don't know how
sword.
strange
The way you walk doesn't affect which way the river flows.
Oh, true.
Who is anyone?
Did you think it
The
would
way I
flow
direct
away?
the sword doesn't change the order.
Can we just pretend her character's not stupid?
No, she's injured. She's injured.
Oh, wow.
like, gotta
Can
wash
we
my
just
sword.
pretend she's not played by Elle for a second and is intelligent?
Can you? Is anyone watching Al?
Don't have cholera yet.
Is anyone watching Bianca?
Distracted.
You're distracted.
Yes.
You're watching. Make an acuity check.
Okay.
You're like, wow, she really is stupid.
I'm like
You
trying to
poison the
tilt the
town.
blood away from Elio. Check it with your sword.
2.
2 successes. The water seems to clean the blade extremely efficiently.
Oh, thank goodness.
You, Leone, go into the water.
Sure.
That's what you said. You said you get on your hands and knees and crawl in the water. I was
I
very
meant to
confused.
look at the bank, but I'll go in the water. That's fine.
Okay.
You have
sure.
a swim.
Yeah.
It's very cold. Do you proceed?
Yeah, sure.
Ilio
She's
does,
on her hands and knees.
Resistance.
What,
Bloody
how deep?
resistance check.
it's a river.
I don't go into like the middle of the river because I would be dumb.
Ilio's,
Just stay at
are
the
we
bank.
going for a swim, Leone? What? Do you want to see the pretty sparkles I see in the water?
I look.
You're like up to your ankles in water.
Yeah,
right
so I do the thing where you stand in the water and look down at your
Yeah.
feet and just try to see the sparkles that he's trying to see.
There. So picture you're entering a water and there's a rock that is jutting out into the water, the kind that you could jump off the edge of into the river.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Where you're being attracted to is like the bottom of where that rock. So under the water,
Oh, sick. Yeah.
where the water is rushing past the bottom of this rock formation, that is where it is the most appealing.
Oh, I wade my way towards it.
Are you just wading out there?
Sure.
Are we swimming?
I say, just let me see how deep it is before you get in.
You can tell it's probably going to get up to you about like boobs,
So it would, Elio would drown.
unless he can swim. Or
Can he swim?
you've never asked.
Scared he gets away. Just chuck him in.
Oh my god!
Are we swimming?
I say no, not yet.
No. Okay, we'll see if he listens to you.
Oh.
Yes, he does.
Good
Well, question.
Mm-hmm.
You said Arvin noticed how quickly the blood washed off.
Mm-hmm.
Does Bianco notice how quickly the blood washes off?
No, it's more of
Too
a
dumb. Remember?
from. That's why I asked no. I asked for it from the outside perspective. To you, focusing on the task, it's like what you'd expect. It's more as the blood stain
The
hits the
water
water,
comes
it like
later.
clears
Oh,
up
right,
really
okay.
quickly, which is just kind of. It's not even that abnormal. It's just kind of like very clean water. Very
Can
crystalline.
I borrow the D20 to see if she washes her wounds in it?
Ooh.
You have cholera. I'm kidding. A 6.
I didn't decide which way around.
Well, would it be bad for you? Do you think it would be bad for you to wash in the water?
Yeah, possibly. All right.
Okay,
She
so then you
washes
do it.
her. She just takes the bandage off a little bit and just
And goes
splashes
down
some
into
water.
the water?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well,
And you're
kind of
wading
like
out into the water?
splashes it. Yeah.
There's like some vibration starting to occur at the edge of the water in the form of an ilio until
Oh, whatever.
about 10 seconds later, there's a whomp of clothes as he like pulls off his top and his pants and then just like runs out into the water and starts swimming behind
He's
you.
stinky anyway. It's fine.
He's stinky anyway.
Kids probably never seen clean water.
Yeah.
He's seen clean water all the time.
He's gotten in it though.
You live by the ocean.
The cholera ocean.
No, just your horrible polluted part of the river. You literally, your character in this campaign has been described multiple times as having just leaving the city to go just outside the city gates to the beautiful pristine
I
streams.
was talking
that
about
you
Elio.
Yeah.
There's clean water?
Yeah, everywhere. Just not the main river that runs through the city.
I was just assuming.
Yeah, I assumed it was dirty.
That's where you clean the clothes. There's a
True.
reason you go out of the
Well,
city to clean the clothes.
Sure.
I assume I cleaned him in the pool.
No.
Just bang the clothes off the solid surface of the water.
I feel like it was a major point of me being like, your character is sort of worldly and sensible. Like you know the tricks, so you clean in the clean water.
Episode 1.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, whatever. You're swimming, Ilio's swimming. He's great at swimming. It's fine.
Great. We're
You
having a
wade
great time.
out to your chest, and there is beautiful sparkly rock.
Great.
It's hard to see from above the water.
Can I pick one up?
No. The rock.
The big rock.
A rock.
Right.
The huge
Answer is
big
no.
one.
I go, ooh, sparkly, and touch it.
And you
The
touch
uncle
it.
says
Give it a
no,
little-
It's smooth to the touch.
Great. Give it a hug.
Okay.
Rest my cheek.
It's very
on it.
shiny and pretty under the water.
Great. What a good rock.
It's very hard to see well because it's turbulent.
Oh.
What?
There's quite a lot of current here.
Uh-oh.
It's under the water.
Oh, I stick my head under the water.
Okay, cool. Now
Wait,
you
what's
can make
under the water?
now you can make a fitness or
sparkly.
a resistance or a strength check. Your choice.
Well, they're all the same, so.
Challenge level 2. You make it. So you drop your head under the water and the current is strong. Ilio is not swimming out this far, but at this bend where the water comes past, the river is running pretty rapidly, but you manage to stay where you are. Sticking your head in the fairly churned up but otherwise clear water, your eyes drop below the waterline and you see there's a gradient of this grey, murky, smooth rock that becomes clearer and clearer until under the water, about a foot below the waterline, all of the rock that is exposed to the current whipping past is like polished, opalescent, reflective, shiny, pristine, gorgeous, weird rainbow crap. It is like
Okay.
It is like an opalescent wall, like a gem that is just reflecting water. There's little like sparkly particles floating in the water near it.
I stick my head back out of the water to breathe.
Cool.
And
Thank God you said that.
Shout over to you guys and I say, does anyone have like a chisel or a hammer?
Why? He's a big hammer man.
Cut away to Lorenzo in the tavern eating stale bread and like gouging the bottom of the pot. Like, I don't know why they're not eating breakfast.
Most important meal of the day.
We've got recovering to do.
Why?
Oh my God, sorry, I'm just drowning.
Should we get her out?
Stop that.
Just come look. I can't really explain it.
In the
well,
water.
You're already in the water.
I'm
No, I
intrigued.
was-
I'll come over.
By the bank,
You
splashing
so you
water
swim out
on.
into the water.
Sure.
Cool. You will all need to make a challenge level 2.
Leonie says it's a weird
If
thing.
you wanna
and
go
I
out
like
there.
the weird thing.
Challenge level 2, any of the strength abilities.
If only we had a swim skill.
No. no. This is so much better.
I'm joking.
useless.
I know. It's the first nerf.
Resistance to stop being swept away by the current? Is that the idea?
Yeah. You like to swim out there right on the edge where the river is running. This is a large river. This is a river that supplies a city. It's not like a little brook.
I'm not swimming
you're fine.
out. I'm
Cool.
sitting by the bank.
Cool.
Watching
Yeah.
You
you.
see what
science.
you see what Leonie sees.
Sparkles.
Fascinating. And it's just like reflecting off the loose river rocks.
No, it's literally the structured boulder, this thing that's like protruding, this rock
crystallization.
formation where it meets the waterline. That from that point on, there's like a gradient as it gets more and more opalescent and reflective, almost like there's some kind of maybe a reaction with the air or dust or particles or weathering, or whether it's the way that the water erodes it, but it has like polished it.
Or magic.
All right.
Or magic.
And
there are little sparkly motes.
the
in
actual
water.
rocks in the bottom of the riverbed, are they all just standard
They're
rocks?
standard rocks. Yeah.
Okay.
So
But there is sort of loose, sparkly particles floating around.
Cool. I want to use a vial or a bottle or a bottle, and basically keep it capped but take it underwater to where the sparkles are and see if I can just bottle some of it, just out of curiosity. I don't even know if I can.
Yeah.
If it has any effect.
Make a coordination check to try and catch some sparkle.
Okay.
Challenge level 2.
3.
You manage to catch 1 or 2 little sparkles in some clear water.
I caught Tinkerbell.
Make a wish.
Put a stopper in it and pull it out.
And I sort of take it out of the water and let's like see that I have in fact captured 2 sparklies.
I'm just watching Elio just so you don't throw in a curveball to say he's drowned.
and he starts to drown.
just putting that on
covering
the
our
record.
bases,
Yeah.
And 200 meters downstream, there's just a face-down body floating down.
Oh my god!
He's just...
Damn!
no.
Talked about
He's fine.
Lady.
He's actually swimming...
Sorry, guys. He fell.
He's actually, you know what, with what I rolled, when you go like you're keeping an eye on Ilio, you're kind of watching what they're doing. You look up, Ilio's not there. And then you hear this like, Yahoo! And you just see Ilio drop from the top of this rock formation and
I was not doing a
splash.
good job watching you.
And then he just like, well, he's like a dynamo. He's just like a little bullet running around. But he's swimming more competently than these guys.
Okay.
He is like perfectly good.
Maybe
He's
I should
very
be watching you
comfortable.
guys.
Yeah.
Probably.
Don't have a whole lot of water where I'm from, so. Anyway.
All right.
Oh, pretty.
Yes, I think this will suffice. I don't know if we should damage the rock for some reason.
Okay.
It might
Well-
interfere with whatever it's doing.
I was kind of hoping to make like really sparkly, pointy tips for my ballista.
Oh, so people can look fabulous as they nail to a T.
The aesthetic.
I like it.
But what you have seemed to have got seems pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, this was fascinating. But shall we get to move on? You know,
Are we
on
done
the
with the
assassins?
rocks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Yes.
go.
Yes, we're done with the rocks.
You
All right.
I wash my face
you
real quickly.
clamber out of
and
the
get
water. Okay, the two of you make resistance checks. Challenge level 2.
Okay.
And by the two of you, I of course mean Murray and Jen, Arvin and Leona.
I got 3.
2. You both are
die.
lucky.
Boo.
No, you just don't get the cold condition from swimming in your clothes in a frigid river and then climbing out of it. So you are okay. And the one of you that was sensible enough to take the majority of their clothes off ahead of time is perfectly fine. As Ilio throws his shirt and his pants back on and is like warm and comfortable pretty
That's
quickly.
me.
However, you do notice something, all of you. In the way that a child is sort of almost perpetually a little bit dirty, Ilio is no longer. And it's not to say that he doesn't bathe. It's that way that they always
Gross.
find a way to have something sticky somewhere or something, right? He's just pristine, like ridiculously clean.
It's got like little anime sparkles coming
Pretty
out.
much.
Really
Yeah. But he
nice.
didn't quote unquote wash in the water. He just swam in it.
Maybe a little late, but are there any signs around the rocks saying "Do not swim"?
Yeah, it says
Just out of
diphtheria water.
curiosity.
Do not swim.
Yeah.
Bianca's more worried about if she broke the rules in this
There's
town.
no signs that
And
say
none of
do
the
not
locals
swim.
are like
Okay.
staring at us.
In
like,
fact, upon thinking about it, you realize that a lot of the locals around here are cleaner than most of the other towns that you've seen. Their average level of cleanliness is pretty high.
Okay.
that was the rocks.
Are you satisfied?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now,
Yes, that was interesting.
let's go. If we leave quickly, maybe Lady will still be asleep. Let's go.
There's
I have
a
bad news for you.
No, yeah.
as you're walking away from the rocks, there's a older woman standing there with her arms crossed over a basket that she'd been carrying, and she'd clearly been watching you for the last couple of minutes. You sort of walk up past her.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello. Did you like the bend?
You mean the
Wonderful.
rocks?
Yes, first bend.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's more of them.
It's called 3 bend.
Yeah.
Are they all like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they differ with each bend?
No. They say that they were the tears of the elder ones that fell and crashed upon the ground and crystallized.
Well, the water around them certainly resembles such a thing.
A fanciful legend to make sense of things we don't understand, as the king would say.
Is mythology cool around here?
It's old mythology is known,
We down
but even
mythology.
Yeah.
even what she just followed on with is like, it's an old story, as she just said, to
Not
explain
like a
something we
face.
didn't understand.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
That's fun.
Stories exist, but
Okay. You get off this time.
It is a curiosity.
Anyway, we should be moving.
Yes.
Good day.
she heads
Lovely
over
to
to the
meet
river.
you.
And you all collect each other. What are you doing?
When you get back to the inn, Lorenzo had, since the lady hadn't come out, he's like, well, I guess I'll just take care of it myself. And he like shuffles around, he finds like plates and he makes a setting for people to come back to and have breakfast. He takes the stale bread, he breaks it all up. There's only like a small handful each from the roll. And yeah, pretty much. There's like a crusty, like a claggy single spoon scoop
now
of
you're all gonna get
last
disease.
night's stew. And I'm going to use up one of my short rations things split up amongst the party to sort of make like the sort of, there's some crackers and there's some, old like jams that are, things that keep for a long time. So that there's something of a breakfast for everyone to head out.
That's so nice.
you.
Thank you.
You're back and you're very wet.
Yes.
We went for a wash.
Yes, the water's cold.
They went swimming in their clothes.
Yeah, I kind of neglected the whole.
Interesting.
Yeah, the
Take off
water
your
is
clothes.
fascinating underneath the rocks.
It's shiny.
Wow. Sparkly,
Yes.
huh?
Oh, you saw.
Scientifically accurate.
I just washed at the trough outside.
You
but
like colours, right? Very colourful, apparently.
the water.
The rock. It's
rock?
it's like a jewel in a rich person's necklace.
Really?
Yes.
I thought they would be like rocks.
Well, they're like
I have seen many rocks in my life.
Broken
The
many.
last thing I wanted to do was follow you to look at rocks.
But they talked about these rocks everywhere. I assumed that they were important
You
for
didn't
something.
say they were beautifully colored.
I didn't know
rocks.
that.
Whoops.
You
I mean,
guys
we can go
No.
back. It's just down the road.
I've eaten. I'll be back.
That sounds good.
Keeping the party split.
okay.
sprints.
While you all eat, we got to know: are you going in the water to look at the rocks?
I'm not going in. I just
Okay.
want to. Are they under the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See the
Were you
colourful.
tuned out for that entire thing?
Little bit.
Yeah. So you only
You gotta
see the
dunk your head
beautiful opalescent rock if you swim under the water and,
Okay,
and
yeah,
have a look.
He's
He'll do
going
it.
under.
Okay.
isn't he?
Oh my
Cool.
God,
Do you swim in your
Yeah.
clothes or not?
No, because Ilo came back and they came back.
And Elio just
soaking
had wet hair and looked comfortable.
Yeah.
They look sodding wet. Okay. So, I mean, when I say your clothes, by the way, obviously you can wear like your undergarments or whatever, but I'm just mean take your shirt and your pants off so you don't walk,
Yeah.
and your shoes. Like it's,
I stripped
so-
down and, yeah.
Do
we go.
you? Oh, okay. Can you make a strength-based check? Challenge level is 2, and I believe you're injured.
I am.
So you just get your training. So you rolled power.
Yes, but I got none.
Is the old lady there? She's still there.
We've lost the DM,
All
everyone.
right, sorry,
He's
guys. I'm
gone.
going to use a knack.
In water.
The
You were
GM's
able to get one
gone.
success.
Yeah.
In water, chimps will drown.
It's challenge level 2, was it?
Yeah.
I'll use 2 knack.
You use 2 naps.
Why?
You're not going to drown.
You're not going
baby.
to die.
If I'm not going to.
You,
If I'm not in danger.
I'm not going to tell you. You make the decision. You swim out and you basically get there. You pop your head underwater. You catch a half-second glimpse of this beautiful, and then you just get hit with this current that just pulls you under, and you start to get pulled down the river underwater. You're struggling to breathe. You're struggling to keep your head above the water. At the center, you kind of accidentally slipped out to that central point where the current doubles in speed.
The river will take me.
Now, would you like to spend any knack, or are you going to see what fate has in store?
I'll use 1 knack.
One knack to just improve it a bit.
Yeah, just so I don't want to be in danger.
Okay.
The old lady. He's rolling. He's rolling.
Come on, Grandma.
We just shouldn't let Lorenz near water.
She's in like a skin tight stripe. Like
Goggles.
Last time I got cholera. This time will be fine. This one's clean. Nothing will go wrong.
Lorenzo, as you start pouring down the river and losing yourself, and everyone is inside, there is a brief moment when your chest is heaved above the water and you get a full, deep breath. And you kind of bobbing in this current, losing yourself, you catch sight of Lady. You all right, mate? He's in the water, pulling you out. And I rolled for him too. And then he's like, and he goes under.
Horse.
oh no.
Luck be not a lady.
Let it be a horse.
I mean, there will be a certain time
Roll
where
for
it
horse!
doesn't come back. We'll look for it.
Yeah, but
I
it's
feel like
been
it'll be a while.
it's been like 4 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be a little while.
So,
What do I say? Don't let
2 minutes later,
the poor.
with a cough and a splutter, -1 health, -1 spirit, and cold 1.
Oh God, what does
Oh,
cold
what's
do?
cold one?
It means all of your abilities until you get rid of cold, which will be just when you next rest, have a long rest, a recovery, costs 1 extra spirit.
All of my what?
All your abilities.
Abilities,
Not,
okay.
not your skill checks, just if
Your
you get into
combat
combat.
stuff.
You and Lady just laying, panting, coughing up water on a puddle on the riverbank. And you know what? It's not reboot. Horse is like tugging you by the top, but you weren't wearing clothes. Horse is tugging you by your ass, like by your underwear, and you see from the bite marks that horse literally dragged you from the edge of, like you got to the edge of the water, but you were kind of like lolling around, and it's like come to the edge and just dragged you that extra meter. It's not super horse, but and it's nuzzling you. It's actually a donkey.
It's the best donkey.
Thank you, horse.
You're welcome.
His ass saved your ass.
Did horse just speak?
It was Lady.
Wow, Lorenzo's
quite
really
delirious.
losing
He's
it.
my donkey, right? Oh, well trained.
I've never been saved by a horse donkey before.
And he like Lady coughs up some water and hops up, and he looks as miserable as you. He tried to rescue you, he just failed his role. And then he looks at horse, leans in, puts his forehead to his forehead, and he says, "That's 3 life debts I owe you."
I want to know the other 2.
See
Desperately.
a donkey roll its eyes. Walk away.
Well, thank you for jumping in after me. I'm learning lessons very quickly.
You're in no condition to go swimming in fast current rivers.
I did not.
How did you get injured? Stabbings?
Yeah, I think so.
The last
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah.
So I'm bandaged and stuff, but I'll need to go fix that.
But are they both immaculately
So-
clean?
Yes.
I make my way back.
Except there's now oozing red blood pouring down your chest.
I make my way back.
But it was
to
for that brief 1 to 2 seconds. It was gorgeous. It was
Yeah.
like pure sheen of crystalline,
Good.
sparkling opal.
Worth it.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping to hear. Make my way back, sore and sorry, with a pile of clothes under my arm.
And blood seeping down your
Dripping wet.
chest.
Yeah, but blood, like, keeping my clothes away from the blood. And I sort of come back and I'm like, and open the door to, are you guys eating my breakfast I made for you?
Probably finished. You probably finished up your
We've
breakfast.
finished your breakfast.
Look in the plate.
That was good.
Wasn't as, I didn't get a good look. But I need to fix a few things.
I see you're so enthralled that you decided to also swim in your clothes, though.
No.
He didn't.
Oh, I see. So
He's
he's
doing-
going back to your
He's
clothes.
doing
a
a
bit more.
dripping, glistening.
So you're just in your underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. The back of it is bunched up with like a. But are your underwear like long johns? I'm picturing underwear is like
they're
like knee length little trouser things.
little pants.
Your long johns.
Yeah,
It's not like
Yeah.
budgie smugglers.
Yeah, no. With the back of his long johns are all bunched up in a weird way, and there's like some wet, like tooth
Teeth
marks
marks.
in the back of his pants.
Yeah.
Do we even want to ask? Are you okay?
Oh, well, I got carried away by the current because I'm in no condition to swim. You guys got to.
What?
You gotta stop letting me.
Letting you?
Well, I need to stick with you, is what I'm trying to
We
say.
mentioned colours and you ran out.
Well, there were rocks.
There's breakfast.
I was raised around boring
Lady
rocks, and
pops
I
his
was
head in.
never told they are interesting
was.
rocks.
You hold still. This bandage
Anyways.
needs redoing now.
I'm sorry, Evan. Remind me.
He's shivering uncontrollably, by the way.
Yeah.
Like the bottom jaw's chattering.
I never.
Oh,
I need to stick with you guys. I gotta stop doing this. I'm
Put
too,
your
too
clothes
impulsive,
on.
just like Dolorosa says.
No, I need him to take the clothes off so I can get to the wound,
He's-
and then we put the clothes back on.
the clothes are off.
I like
Go ahead.
unravel like bandages, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
See to him and then getting wrapped up again.
At least you had the right idea.
I feel
I
like.
usually swim naked.
Okay.
That was not Lady. That was Celeste.
Oh.
She's just like, I think we should.
Both women are just like, oh,
I think we should.
Fair enough.
I think we should.
say more.
I think we should get out of
Now
here.
I know what sort of bloody novels you guys read.
Should be
Yes,
written.
this rugged, slightly muscular, sort of 5'11" woman, just tanned,
Yes.
just sexily
going.
dirty.
Keep going.
Everyone's sort of like long pause looking at her.
Oil stains on the hands from hard work.
Do you want to go drop
She's
in the
just
river?
like, I really think we should go.
Okay.
I agree.
Wise decision.
Would you mind
Top in the
helping me
cart.
patch up and then we'll...
Yes. Hold still.
We load everyone into the cart.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone. Not everyone fits.
The cart can fit one person.
We load Libero and
No, it fit Libero and Lorenzo last
Yep.
time.
Fit Libero and Elio, didn't it?
Nope, because Ilya was on the horse with me.
Okay.
It
Cool.
was-
So
yeah.
who's going in it this time?
I'm good to walk.
I can flop on the horse. Is that lady?
Libero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm old.
You could ride your horse. if
Yeah,
you
I'll
choose,
just flop
yeah.
on my horse.
Okay. So I guess I'm sharing it with Libero again.
Cool. And you set out on your journey.
Yes, let's go.
Where are you headed?
Away.
You can
New
go back the
Prince.
narrow route, or you can take the long route.
I think we're going the long route.
Are you going the even longer route to Casanara, or are you going to a town you've never been before, as you can run along the edge of the forest and head to Vico?
Wait, was Casanara where we saw the crystal peoples?
The crystal people?
The blue crystal
No,
zombies?
this is
No.
a totally different
Okay,
place.
bring up the
You
map
said
momentarily.
Casanara like we'd been there before.
You have been to Casanara before.
That's where
so
the golem
that's
is.
Casanara. Haha.
We went there to go to the
I'm
doll.
sorry.
The blue crystal
That was all the
golem.
way down.
Oh, so
is
I
like
haven't
here.
been to Casanara.
Different river.
You have been to Casanara.
I
did
didn't
on
go
the
to
way
the
to the
dogs.
dog.
I didn't go to the dogs.
Yes, you
Oh,
no,
didn't
you
you?
didn't.
No, you've never been. You've never been. Casanara is the book town.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
book town that had a tavern that actually had rooms.
Oh, okay, no,
with
I
all
did
the
go to that
scribes in
one.
it.
Where you burned your book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
that's
was there.
Casanara.
Okay, I was
Or you
there.
can go to Vico.
New
which is
town,
here.
new town,
Yeah,
new
let's do
town,
the
new
See,
new
town.
see how this roads? You can go that way.
Yeah,
New
let's
I
do
think
that.
that's what we're doing.
We're going that way.
We are heading north
Yep. Sure.
to... Where are we going?
Tribe has
Victor,
spoken.
Vico.
Vico.
And you begin your journey.
Woohoo.
You travel, of course, with Lady and Horse the donkey. With it, it's horse
Good
with a
point,
W.
Okay.
No, I was. Someone just pointed out that I believe Jazza had issues with the rivers
I was
in Pokemon.
thinking of that. I remembered the rivers.
It's my curse.
I think
damn it.
Stormy had
Horse
to
with a
save
W?
you.
Yes, horse with a W.
We'll tell you later.
Okay.
The W comes
When you're
before the
older.
horse. Its name is spelled.
Like whore. Like the word
Oh, it's a silent W.
horse.
Yes, it's horse with a W.
Right.
That's its name.
What a funny
Really
joke.
W-H-O-R-S-E.
What a funny joke Jen says
It is
about the
pretty funny.
name that
It's
her
good.
husband made up.
Yeah, I
We're not
did.
married in roleplay.
Also,
Or in real life anymore.
your husband role played a really annoying stable hand to have made up a really bad name for a donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're good at it. Good job.
you know what? I would have called him something different.
What about man?
Patches or no.
Oh,
Winnie.
it would have been a celebrity name pun involving a donkey.
100%.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I support that.
Donkey. No, who voices Donkey in Shrek?
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Let's travel. What do we see as we travel, Dave?
You journey along, following the side of the forest.
What's the name of the town we're heading to?
Vico?
Vico.
V-I-C-O. Vico. Or
Vico was
something.
its name.
Or Vico, I don't know.
Vico.
I don't
How's
speak
it spelled?
Italian. V-I-C-O.
Vico.
Vico. There you go. No, it's not. It's not that.
You making fun of me?
You were so
Yeah. Long day.
I was just trying the different accents that it would be
Okay.
possible to say this
just
with.
swallowed a fly.
You travel along the edge of the forest that you once went in and fought a tattooed man.
Oh, that's this forest.
creepy.
I will be on my guard.
But you're at a different part of this
Snake
forest.
man.
You travel through some fields, heading inland away from the river. You cross, as the day wears on, multiple people traveling from their hamlets and small collections of houses back from the larger towns, such as where you just were, which is Three Bend. And it is sort of a midway point in your day, lunchtime. You could probably take a break if you wanted to.
Is that like a mechanical rest?
If you want to take a rest, if you want to slow down and stop,
No,
up to you.
I think we go town.
Pushing
Let's
on?
Go, push on.
Yeah, I think the mood after being attacked a few times sequentially, we'd push
I
on.
think we're feeling a little vulnerable.
You
Can I
push-
meditate on a horse?
No. You push on. Every time you try and get into Zen mode, snowstorm happens to have to step over an annoying rock on this poorly maintained road. It jolts you out of and it hurts your wound. You
Like the GM just poking you.
because you don't stop, you actually arrive on the fringes of Vico prior to sunset, like just as it's starting to get orange in the sky.
Beautiful.
And you see the main feature of this town is it's built up along the hill, but you can clearly see, you would guess, several kilometers where there is no longer forest. So there are stumps left logged, but then also stumps and holes being dug out. But then also, third step, agriculture taking over that land. So you can just sort of see this 3-stage progression as what is clearly a town where logging is the primary industry is just slowly chopping down this part of the forest and then like chopping it, clearing the land, and then
Forest
farming
business.
comes in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of the forest is being slowly chopped down and replaced with farming
Because they're
land
expanding.
because the trees get chopped down and then there's no tree, and then the stumps get removed and then they plow fields and stuff. So you sort of see that well before you are in the town proper. There's lots of logging, there's mills, there's streams. You are not nearly as big as the river that you're on, but running to that river, running another direction. Well, no, they actually would all be running to that river. But yeah, they're coming out of the forest, which is on a slight hill, and there's streams and mills and all kinds of industry, little towns, farmhouses. But as you pass through that, you arrive at sort of a town that is sprawled complete rather than building up. Building up isn't amazingly common, but generally a sign of a more established town is you have those maybe 2-story, 3-story manors and a couple of more established older buildings. This looks like a town that's boomed in the last 10 years or so. Like there's a lot of sprawl. The buildings there's not many stone buildings. It's mostly wood buildings. And it's, seems fairly prosperous. You sort of trundle into the edge.
rest, I think.
I think you're right. Is it a fairly built up place?
It's a full-size town, so you'd get to be like maybe 400 people living here.
Okay, cool. At least I think, we will be a little blended in, surrounded by...
So it's bigger than Three Bend.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Have any of you been here before?
No.
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 Never.
I have. And Libera is like, yes, a couple of decades ago, I think I came through. He seems a lot weaker and older than he did a week ago, by the way, since he's been smacked over the head. He hasn't had an opportunity to recover from injured.
True.
Yeah.
A nice town?
It was a lot smaller back then. You also notice everyone seems really healthy as you move into the town. Like everyone's beaming
I say not us.
in the way that
No.
people sort of say they look healthy. Like people seem pretty alert and fresh.
Like scary beaming? Like we're walking in and
No,
it's
no, like I don't really
Movie smile.
like you know how they say like people have that glow about them, like they have the glow. Yeah.
Yeah. Please
That'd be
tell us.
terrifying.
The carnival clowns you throw the ball into the mouth of.
Knock their teeth out.
There's generally a My Little Pony episode where all the ponies are smiling all the time and it's really scary. Just putting that out there.
Good knowledge. Thank you.
I was babysitting and I got really invested in the episode and I went home and finished it.
Nice.
Anyway. We'd try and find an inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon.
You find an inn.
Nice.
What's it called, Dave?
What's the inn called? The inn is, of course, called
Sleeping Willow or something, surely, right?
The Sleeping Willow.
Side joke.
The inn. Oh, that's good.
It's called the Half-Hearted Hatchet Men.
Whoa.
It's a long name.
That is a long name.
Half-hearted. The
Half-Hearted.
HHHM?
It's called Half-Hearted Hatchet Men, and the picture on the painted picture on the swinging wooden sign it's a picture of clearly a lumberjack. His axe is sort of resting beside him, and he is like passed out with 3 like beers in front of him.
Ha! Farted hatchet men.
Lovely.
Ha! Farted.
What?
Huh?
Ha! Farted hatchet men. Ha! Farted hatchet men.
Okay, in we go.
Yes, I think it is time for Lorenzo to sit down.
I said that.
It was just
Lorenzo is a serious character I'm not ruining by being an impulsive player.
Nice.
With a short attention span. So we enter this tavern. It's a moderately sized tavern that actually seems bigger than what you would expect even for this town. There's multiple rooms in this tavern, and you gather very quickly it's because in much the same way as Australia has those FIFO workers, no one in the... There's a lot of people who travel and work seasonally in this town due to like lumber work and that sort of thing. So there's just a little bit more than usual accommodation for travelers. More like long-term board and things like that. Is there anything you would like to... There's people in the tavern. There's people drinking at the end of a long day. There's plenty of activity in here.
We have a long journey ahead of us, and we've had a rough start. I think we may want several days to really recuperate.
It's the afternoon currently?
It's like just before sunset. Right. Yeah. There's there's a few people in there's like a table of people that you clock immediately as being abnormal. They're really old. Like you would guess some of the older people you'd ever seen. Libero's age older, maybe a decade older than Libero.
Oh, wow.
And like cackling and laughing and like in the most cackling in the most positive way, like leaning back and grinning with like 3-toothed smiles.
weird.
Really like they look really not like that.
No.
No.
But they're so old.
Like grandpa laughing and it makes you happy. It's a warm feeling inside.
How are they dressed?
They're dressed
Like just in like the clothes,
literally
locals,
in
or
like
traveling
lumber
garb?
clothes.
Okay, so they're clearly locals.
They're locals. There's like there's 2 men and 2 women.
It's not Granddad's adventure,
but like one of the men is super like really sinewy, like the kind of old guy who you're like, that guy, if he jumped and landed, his knees would shatter, but he could also beat me up. Like, you know, that kind of like, he's like 70, but he still looks like he could bash me.
Yeah.
But also his knees probably are made of sort of glass.
Yeah.
To get him to climb any stairs and comes in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Alicia.
Yeah, I saw that.
How much to stay
Nice,
for
Alicia.
a few days?
We talked to the innkeeper.
Money?
Walk up to the innkeeper.
Is
Travelers then.
you paying for this trip?
Did I?
Roy Kent, is that you?
Travelers then.
Indeed. Do you have rooms?
No.
Oh, why not?
Long stay. They're all booked up with workers.
Ah,
You can stay in the commons. Gets a bit rowdy this time of year, though.
oh. What are they working on?
He like leans in and looks at you like really, really judgmentally.
Mm-hmm.
Chopping wood.
Ah. Keep at it. We'll go ask
You want a drink?
Ross. No, thanks.
I presume elsewhere in the town will also be completely full, and there's not many people that would be open to hosting in their houses.
Well, maybe if you didn't look like such a bunch of weird out-of-towners.
That's our specialty.
I'm a cavalier, thank you.
All the more reason to keep you out of our homes. Who knows what you'd go rifling through, miss.
I'm not going to rifle through your things unless you've got something to hide.
Oh, he has a point. That is literally your job.
Well, not here. My job
What's
is
the king
just to
want in
find
this town
somewhere.
anyway?
I'm traveling and escorting those who are traveling as a protector.
I didn't know cavaliers got guard duty.
Well,
This one
maybe
does.
this one enjoys it. She says, looking very much like she's not enjoying it.
Does anyone have a problem with a few days in the common area?
Nope.
Or,
We have to take what we can get.
Why, if anything becomes available while we're staying here, please let us know.
Can I get you anything?
I'll have a drink.
we'll take you up on the offer of drink.
So for a couple of silver, you can all get some drink and food.
Okay.
Combined, a couple of
We'll
silver
use the money
combined.
we stole.
Dirty money.
You're spending some dirty money.
Yeah, how much? Sorry.
Should have put it in the river.
Two silver for all of you, the whole party,
Great.
including like
Nice.
the
Lady.
Yeah,
Done.
everyone. Just for a simple meal and a beer.
And for the accommodation?
That has not been discussed. So he's kind of letting you. He's like,
Yeah.
I've got other customers.
Buttering us up
You can have a bit of a conversation.
Go sit down.
Are you a paying customer before I go and find out if there's people willing to host you?
Also, so this town feel large. It'll have like some sort of mayor or
Yeah.
something.
There's quite likely to be a lesser noble running
So-
this.
Do I know them?
You might.
Probably not. We're talking like the cousin of a baron, like not a peerage.
Nobody.
Yeah, literally a nobody. The sort of thing you might end up if you don't play your cards right in your family.
Hey. No threatening above table.
No, but it is literally. This is the kind of like nightmare outcome that for someone of your station, like if you're the forgotten sibling of a family with too many and no titles to go, you end up being the mayor of a little farming
Yay.
town if you're lucky.
Doesn't seem so bad.
I don't know if you could
Nobles.
talk to whoever's in charge of this town. With your station, you might be able to get yourself board.
Well, if there's no physical space, I'm not, not going to send people out onto the street.
Not for commoners.
I suppose.
Yes. I can just smell the distaste in the various areas we've been staying in.
Well, look, at least it's kind of a bed. I do have a tent if we need privacy. Or if you need privacy and I get myself a private room. Maybe the mayor will only let me do it,
I mean, I'm sure if you just give someone enough coin.
Hey, I'm happy here.
And a very old man sort of squeezes between you up to the bar. And
Glug, glug, glug.
Rodger! Round of beers, please.
Rodger?
It's the name of the bartender.
Okay.
Is this the one of the old the group? Is Libera's with us, yeah?
Yeah.
I kind of like go up to Libera and kind of like push him to like go integrate.
We have an old one too. Look.
What if there were
Wrinkly.
a bunch of Kajeti and we just like...
Want to have a Pokemon battle with them?
To be fair, if they were cavaliers here, you can push me.
No,
He-
I kind of say you should talk.
Libero, I choose you.
As he pulls away from the counter, expecting this time that like a waitress will bring the drinks over to them because they're at a table with a tab. He leans past Bianca as he sort of leans in close and softly says, as he withdraws from the bar, he's like, you might want to put something on to cover yourself.
Why? It's my uniform.
And he smiles and he says, people around here don't take too kindly. And he gives a kind smile and walks back to the counter.
Can't imagine why.
I'm presuming I didn't hear that exchange.
Acuity check. You were right next door. Challenge level probably
I
one.
don't know if
Really
I have
easy.
any other clothes.
Got it.
Libero, who's been nudged by Leone. Yes, you do. You hear that. It's like, what do you want, Leone?
I mean, it's not often we come to a town that's got patrons that you could perhaps engage with. I'm kind of curious to know
What are you trying to say, Leone?
that you might want to talk to someone your age, not a child, for once.
I would rather talk to a bright spark of a genius mind, not some old washed up lumberjacks.
Well, I was thinking perhaps it would be a good idea to get some intel on this place. It's a bit odd.
You will blend in, is what she's saying.
He looks down at
Yeah,
himself. He pulls up a pair of hands that are like, he does do woodworking, but in his age, he's been mostly letting laborers do it. He pulls up hands that are significantly less weathered and calloused than the average people in this town. And he's like, maybe, but
Gloves.
I don't know what you're trying to achieve.
If you want to, here's the thing. I'll tell you what, all of you, I'll give you a secret. You want to speak to that table over there?
I mean, no, not really. I just thought that you want to talk to someone again that's your
What
own
are you
age.
trying to achieve? Getting accommodation? We can just stay in the commons.
No. There is
Old
something.
people love talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to go talk to them, any one of you could just go and I'm sure they'll...
Oh, just forget it even.
I do think they'd be happy to see me.
Plus, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I think they're two couples.
Are they?
They seem to be.
Maybe they're after us.
Go on, Arvin. You're so, good
he's
at talking.
If you can find
Sure,
some
sure.
eligible bachelorettes.
No one wants to be the third wheel. Fine.
Look at me.
What? No, my age.
He did turn and look at me.
That was just me involving everyone at the table. That wasn't the Barrow sleazing on you.
Yeah, look at.
Look, apparently he saw that he was losing ground to Cosimo and he decided to make a move.
No.
Oh, but Bianca has been contesting that the whole trip here. But
It hasn't- well-
she's been saying, "Don't listen to Lady. He doesn't know what he's
Lady
saying."
didn't bring it up again.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's saying.
Sorry. You tried. I think I see what you tried to do there. It was an attempt.
Go make friends, Leonie.
At what?
Go talk. Find out.
What's with the
stuff.
sass?
Trying to
no
give him someone to
sass.
talk to.
Huh? Finding the bearer someone to talk to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
That's
what
what I
you
wanted. It's fine. I don't really care at the end of the day.
But didn't.
I ordered another beer.
Okay.
I don't know if we're getting anywhere right now, so I think we can call it there.
That's a good idea.
Because
Rest
guess what?
in real life and in game.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
We'll pick it up next episode, whether you decide to talk to a table of old people. What a thrilling cliffhanger! We'll be old one day. Soon.
You can count on it.
Thank you to our patrons.
3 days.
Who keep us eating until we reach old age.
Aww.
And thanks to our viewers for joining us. I sorry, I saw Alicia's comment way too late. It's like, I'm playing a serious character. Steals goat, shits himself, gets rescued by a donkey. I'm
And then
trying.
Tickle Duck pointed out you wandered around getting lost
Yeah,
as well.
that's true. When was
I
that?
keep forgetting that I was meant
The
to make this
Dogacorn?
campaign less serious.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll be less serious.
With
I'm
what?
involved.
Punishing
It's good.
Lorenzo?
It's good. It's
No,
good.
no, just the things that happen.
I just have a tendency to go off the
Yeah,
rails
hey,
more than average.
People who've been around for a long time, I think you should all get an experience, everyone. For we didn't get one last week.
Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean?
It's 1 XP. What could
We've
it possibly
leveled
and
up.
tell you what,
Because we made it to a new
you know what?
town.
Actually,
Wait for it.
Oh, actually, I don't want to do this until.
Yeah.
you can get your. This one is an attribute point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
You may receive your attribute point upon the conclusion of your next recovery action when you have had
Okay.
enough downtime to reflect, strengthen your. You know what? Maybe that should just be a thing. You can only tier up with a recovery.
Because you can change your
I don't mind
cards
that.
over and
Just
stuff. It makes
narratively, you
sense.
need to kind of have a bit of
Reflect.
downtime and reflect.
Yeah.
And it's not hard. Anyway, we'll play with that idea. But what I did want to say is I deserve an experience point. Because for those who've played at this campaign, you've watched these episodes of Reboot, other things I've run. Did I run Grim Gang?
Yes.
I just want to note that Jazza got 0 successes on a check to navigate a fast-flowing river while injured, and the consequence was 1 point of damage and 1 spirit. So I just like a point of experience because old me
you're being
would have
nice.
murdered you. I would have drowned you, filled those pockets with rocks,
Should have done
and
it.
had Lorenzo die at the bottom of a river. But Lucevera is not that
Our
dark.
system in
Lucevera has some mature moments and some serious moments, but the overall tone of the campaign is not one of torturing the players. It just seems Jazza seems to navigate towards it.
Trouble just follows you around.
It's like the tunnel of like, don't go towards the light, and Jess is like, the light.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Goodbye.
Oh my God, it's Jodie LaForge.